Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going way, way back. Paleolithic era back.
We're talking millions of years.
Right. To look at what might be the most decisive technology humans ever figured out, mastering fire.
Absolutely fundamental.
So our goal here is to track how that mastery evolved, technically speaking. We'll look at it in maybe 3 key phases.
Yeah.
See what problems fire actually solved along the way, and, how it completely changed our bodies, our societies.
Okay, let's do it. The fascinating thing for me is that core shift, going from just finding fire that was already there.
Like from lightning or a volcano.
Exactly, just borrowing it. The whole game changed when we figured out how to create it whenever we needed it.
That's the move from being vulnerable to, well, being in control.
Precisely.
So that first phase, just borrowing and trying to keep it alive, that stretches from maybe 2.6 million years ago up to about 300,000 years ago.
Exactly, yes. Phase 1 is all about preservation, and the technical challenge was huge.
Just keeping the flame going.
Yeah, because you're totally dependent on those random natural events. It's inherently unstable.
Existentially unstable, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. But the solutions they found even back then were game changers for survival. The evidence from sites across Africa and Asia, it consistently shows 2 big immediate benefits.
Yeah.
First, food, nutrition. Sites like Swartkrans Cave show evidence of cooked meat really early.
Oh, how early?
Maybe 1.5 million years ago. Cooking means way more calories and it kills parasites. Huge advantage.
Okay, so better food. What's the second?
Defense, plain and simple. Fire was the first real firewall against predators.
Makes sense.
If you look at the Zucudian site analysis, you see this massive drop, like 70% fewer saber-toothed tiger fossils in the layers after controlled fire shows up.
That's significant. And you mentioned hearths. How did they help with the instability problem?
Right. So to deal with needing to keep the fire going, we see these ingenious early structures, primitive hearths. Basically, designated spots designed to contain and preserve the fire longer. Gesher Benot Yakov has examples nearly 800,000 years old.
Okay, so better food, better defense, early ways to manage the flame. But you're still basically a fire sitter, right? Waiting for nature's next spark.
Exactly. You're still dependent.
So when did we finally stop waiting and start, making the sparks ourselves?
That's the big technical leap. That defines phase 2. Kicks in around 300,000 years ago. Independence.
And who figured that out?
Well, the Neanderthals were definitely early masters of this. They used percussion method.
Hitting rocks together.
Pretty much. Specifically hitting flint against iron pyrite. That hard stone striking the iron sulfide.
Creates a spark?
Creates that crucial controllable spark. That solves the core problem right there. No more relying on location or weather. Fire on demand.
Okay, that's huge. And phase 3, is that just getting better at it?
Phase 3 is refinement, getting sophisticated. The techniques become more standard. You see friction methods appearing like the bow drill.
More reliable, I guess.
More reliable, and crucially, they learn to control the temperature. Evidence from the Coleman site shows hearths reaching over 600 degrees Celsius.
Oh, 600 C. That's way beyond just keeping warm.
Exactly. They weren't just making heat. They were making precise, useful heat.
Useful how?
Well, that level of control meant fire became a tool to make other tools.
Oh. Yeah.
This solved the problem of, say, working with tougher stone. If you heat treat certain types of stone first, it flakes much better. It improved tool-making efficiency by maybe 30%.
That's a big improvement.
Huge. And they even started using fire for, early chemical processes, heating birch bark in a controlled way to extract tar.
Tar? What for?
As glue, a strong adhesive to stick stone points onto spear shafts or axe heads onto handles, making complex composite tools.
Wow. Okay, so this whole technical revolution, it solved external problems like predators and hunger and tool making. But what did mastering fire do to us?
Yeah.
Internally?
It triggered a massive physiological revolution. Cooked food is the key.
Easier to digest.
Way easier. Much denser energy readily available. And that energy fueled rapid brain growth. Look at peaking man brain capacity hit 1,000 milliliters. That's nearly double earlier ancestors like Australopithecus.
Double the brain size.
And think about the trade-off. Less energy needed for digestion meant our digestive tracts actually got shorter by an incredible 62%.
62%. Where did all that saved energy go?
Straight to the power-hungry brain. It's a feedback loop. Better food, bigger brain, smarter behavior, better fire control, even better food.
Incredible. And what about society? How did it change how we live together?
Equally profound. That stable hearth. It's basically the origin point for permanent settlements. It's the first living room, the social hub.
The original water cooler, maybe?
Kinda. It forced social organization. You need a division of labor, right? Some people gather fuel, others tend the fire.
Cooperation becomes essential.
Absolutely. And that stability, that central gathering place, plus the light, it allowed for other things, like art.
The cave paintings.
That's what-
Sao, Altamira.
Exactly. Firelight makes that possible. And it allows for storytelling, complex oral traditions to develop around the fire pit, cementing culture identity.
It really is the foundation.
If you connect it to the big picture, yeah. That technical journey with fire from a lucky find to 600-degree controlled heat, it underpins basically every major step that came after. Ceramics, metallurgy, it all starts here.
So that mastery proved how much human progress relies on us working together, sharing knowledge around a core technology. Okay, final thought for you, our listener. What does this all mean? Maybe consider this, how that simple stability, the warmth and safety from a controlled fire, finally gave us the spare energy, the time, and the gathering place needed for things like abstract thought, complex imagination, art, even religion to truly blossom.